Good morning, everybody. How is everybody out there this morning in Facebook land? My name is Julia Green. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I go live on Sunday mornings with what I call Coffee and a Card. It's usually a quick card demonstration, but this morning I'm moving kind of slow. um, and I also go live on Fridays, and on my Friday night video, I mentioned that I would be working with the beautiful gallery suite this morning. So I got up and I came up here this morning to my craft room, and I'm trying to kind of play around with this new lovely suite, and really wasn't having much inspiration. So we're going to see what I come up with as we stamp on the fly. So thank you so much for stopping in. If you're new, I live in the northwest corner of Connecticut. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 23 plus years. It's something I really enjoy. It's a fun part of my life. And yeah, so, all right. So this suite is gorgeous. If you want to see all the pieces and parts of the suite, I did show it to you on Friday towards the end of my video. We kind of previewed it a little bit. I was working with some of the dies this morning, and I showed you Friday night that some of the dies in the beautiful motifs set that has the matching dies, that some of these dies don't cut completely out. So you can see here they just do like a raised motif, which is really kind of cool. And so that's what this one does as well, which I just discovered as I was cutting it out. So we're going to use that. But then these two dies, they do cut all the way out. So we've cut this really fun fern looking one here, and we're going to use that this morning. And then it has some great salutations. We need the hello. And I need to put that on a block. Oops, I didn't get that very good. So let's see what we can come up with here. Now the other stamp set has some beautiful botanical. And as you can see, this was a pre-order for me. And the name of it is Beautiful Gallery Suite. And it just has, and the paper is gorgeous as well. But this has some beautiful botanical prints. So we're going to, let's go ahead and mount this guy. So I'm using Basic Beige as my card base. And I've got a little bit of a piece of Lost Lagoon, and I actually want my Lost Lagoon pad. And I've gone ahead and I've stamped that, or die cut that piece out. Isn't that kind of neat the way it does that? I don't remember us having dies that do that. Morning, Sandy. Oh, the rest of the suite is available. Well, it's only a pre-order for us right now anyway. So it's not available to customers yet anyway. So, let's see. Where did my little piece go? Okay, so this is from the Stylish Shape Dies. We're going to stamp home on there. And I didn't want to mount that yet. See what happens when I don't pre-do things. It's funny that when I normally do a video here, excuse me, I'm a wicked frog. When I normally do a video, I have a sample here, and it just keeps me going in the right flow. This morning, I don't have a sample, so I've already gone ahead and mounted that and didn't want to mount that yet before I stamped this image. Now, a darker version of Lost Lagoon for me is Pretty Peacock, and Pretty Peacock is one of my ultimate favorite colors. I love this color so much. So we've gone ahead and we stamped that. Look how regal that looks, huh? So we've got that. And then we're going to put this guy down here. And we're going to kind of cover some of that up, but leave some of that out. And you can poke this up so that the color underneath kind of shows. And I grab my take your pick tool and just kind of play around with these leaves a little bit, just so that they come up off that other paper, and then they give a little shadow behind, which is kind of cool. And then we're going to put this guy there and our hello down here. So let's go ahead and put some glue on this guy. We're going to use liquid glue on him. Whoops. New liquid glue that comes out very fast. I like it when my liquid glue gets a little older. It doesn't come out quite so fast. I think that's plenty. Good morning, Deb. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Long time no see. I hope all is well with you. Okay. We're just going to press that down like that. And then my little hello is going to go, oops, I got glue on my fingers. My little hello is going to go down here. But I want to use, I went and I did cut a piece of the ribbon. I showed you guys this ribbon the Friday night. To me, it reminds me very much of the linen ribbon that we've had in the past. The only thing different is this has like a sewed edge on the edge, and our linen ribbon did not, or our linen seam binding did not, but this seems very much like linen to me. And so I've gone ahead and I've puckered the ends, and we're going to put that down here. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of this. Oh, and then I cut another strip of this paper. Let's put that across there. I like this. And we're going to put this right across the bottom. Right like that. And then we'll do a little bit of the ribbon. I think I want to pucker this a little bit more. So the only way to get it to, or way to get it to pucker is you're going to want to pull the ends and kind of fray the end, and then grab a couple of the threads from the middle and then just kind of pull, and it'll do this whole pucker thing. And I love this look. I love it a lot. And then I went ahead and took my snips and then just cut it nice and even at the end. So we're going to put this down here somehow. Let's put a little bit of this right across there. That'll get me so I can lay it where I want it. Just like that. Now I might take, I think I'm going to take a little liquid glue. Put a little dot right there. And that's just going to hold that down there. Whoops. For a few seconds. Maybe we need a glue dot. Maybe a glue dot would be a better choice. The glue dot is is already dried glue, so I think that would be, it's going to work a little bit better the way I want it to stay. There we go. Perfect. This is the important reason why you should have multiple tools on hand, because when you're doing things like this or creating things, you're not really going to know how things are going to work until you're in the thick of it. So it's always handy to have some things handy by. Okay, so then this little hello guy, we're going to put, and he doesn't have to be straight, but I do want him to pop up. So we're going to grab my mini dimensionals. What a real pretty suite this is. It really is pretty. I love the colors. I love the stamps. I'm liking a real lot about it. Which way do I want to go? I'm going to go that way. Okay. And then it has these fun pressed flower motif brass embellishments that we're going to open up here. And they do come in two different sizes. They're a little on the heavy side. Whoops, that one stuck to my finger. You want to make sure he's got glue on the back of him. And he does, because he's stuck there. So I'm going to put one there. We're going to do a big one over here. Actually, I think I'll do it right there. A little bit of my stuff stays. There's a one. Let's do another little one up here. There. Perfect. And these are a little on the heavy side. So keep that in mind when you're decorating your cards. But there's my first card using that fun, really fun die. Can you see that die? It's really fun. All right, so then what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stamp. I need my scrap paper. We're gonna stamp this guy on the inside, coming up off the edge of the paper. Just like this. On the inside. Perfect. And then I'll probably do that on my envelope. And I still have some vanilla envelopes, and I think vanilla looks good with this, so we're gonna go with the vanilla. White would also be fine. I love this rose image. To me, it almost looks like a peony. So I don't know if it is supposed to be a rose, but to me, it looks like my coral peonies that I have. That's what it reminds me of. It looks like a big peony blossom to me, which I'm so excited. Peonies are popping out of the ground another month, and we'll have peony blossoms. I love this time of year. There's something going on every day in my gardens. I love it. All right, so there's my first one for you all. Now I did kind of work on a second one here, and this one's using some new in colors. This is something cloud cover. Isn't that a pretty color? They're having a little problem with getting this ink color just right, so the ink isn't available to us yet, but the paper and everything else isn't that pretty? It's really kind of a gray, but a blue gray. It's really pretty. And then I've got a piece of our basic beige that I'm going to layer on there. Whoops, maybe not. Oh, look at that. I can see red. That's why it's doing that. Let's just grab the liquid glue. Tore up my paper a little bit here, but we can fix that. Oh, let's just take it off there. We don't have to worry about it sticking anything. Or not sticking, one or the other. All right, let's put this layer down. This is that 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. You all know me, I like to layer. All right, and then we have this piece. Look at that, isn't that pretty? That paper is just so pretty, and I didn't want to go too crazy with the paper because I just think the paper is just so pretty, so I just wanted to do a little something for a salutation on there because I just think the paper is just so pretty all by itself. Okay. And then we have this little strip for inside. And if you guys watched my video Friday, you heard me talk about working on a dollhouse and that some of this paper reminds me of, would be fun for a dollhouse pattern. So then I took a piece of, this is another fun color of ours. It's called Secret Sea. And this is like a dark blue, but you'll see it's got that gray undertone as well, because where's my Night of Navy? So here's my Night of Navy. Ooh, excuse me. And then there's the Secret Sea. So it's not black, but it's a really, really, really dark blue. But it has the gray undertones, which is just really cool. Where this probably has yellow undertones. So anyway, I am not an artist by any means, so it is what it is. So, okay. Oh, liquid glue, where'd you go? Here we go. Okay. We're just going to do 3 little squirts in the corners. And we're going to have this come right down here and sit right in my corner. And I've used, this is that other die that has this real fun motif that you can kind of lift up and the paper will show from underneath. There we go. All right, and then I took a 2-inch circle and I stamped it with, and this is our basic beige, and I stamped it with this really pretty little motif in the background with basic beige, and then I stamped the salutation with Secret Sea, and it's wishing you love and happiness that lasts a lifetime. And I want it to sit just kind of underneath so that motif just kind of pops a little bit there. I can see the red, so my Stampin' Seal is almost empty. So we're going to do it just like that. And there you have it. Quick, easy, simple, but I love it because I love, love, love this paper. So, and then I have another little strip of paper that I was debating on whether or not to put this on my envelope or not, but I haven't decided. So I might actually just stamp like I did the other envelope. So let me bring in the other sample for you. So that's all I got for you this morning. Just a couple quick and easy cards using this fun new suite that will be available May 6th when the new catalog goes live. Hopefully the suite will be available by then. A peekaboo die cut. Is that what they call it, Sandy? So if you need a new catalog, just let me know. I forgot to order them this week, but I am going to order them, and so hopefully I will be able to get them out to you soon. Don't forget we have, this is our May paper pumpkin. I'm looking forward to this one as well. Don't forget to get your add-on with your paper pumpkins. And I think that's all I got for you this morning. As always, shop that Last Chance product list because let me tell you, there's some good specials on there. If you haven't watched my Friday night video, watch my Friday night video. There's a couple bundles that right now they're cheaper than they were at bundle price. So you can buy the dies and the stamp set separately right now and add the 2 together, and it's cheaper than when they offered it as a bundle. So good deals all around. So you're going to want to check those out. So thank you all for stopping in this morning. Hopefully I have got you excited about the new catalog and showed you some of the new in colors that we have come in and this beautiful new suite and all the other fun things that are going to be in that new catalog. So, all right, guys, I hope all of you have a great week. Come on back Friday night. I will be on late Friday night at 7:30 because it's my week off. So I will be here later than I was this past weekend. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day, a great week, and hopefully, as always, thanks for watching. And as always, hopefully we'll all be stamping together real soon.